One US state is so big you could fit 13 entire Englands inside it and still have room left over. Which state is it? Stick around, because 11 different US states are large enough to swallow the whole United Kingdom. Some just barely, one almost 8 times over. The United Kingdom feels like a major country. 68 million people, a seat on the world stage, centuries of history packed into every corner. But by land area, it's smaller than you'd think. 11 individual US states are actually bigger than the entire UK. Here's exactly how many times the UK fits inside each one, ranked from barely to almost unbelievably. Before we start fitting it inside American states, let's actually measure the UK itself. Fact number 1, the UK is smaller than it feels. The United Kingdom covers roughly 243,000 square kilometers, packed with over 68 million people. That's one of the highest population densities of any country its size on Earth. More people squeezed into less land than almost any single US state could imagine holding. Fact number 2, England alone is barely half the UK. England, the part of the UK most people picture first, only makes up about 53% of the country's total area, roughly 130,000 square kilometers. Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland make up the other half, even though England holds the overwhelming majority of the population. Fact number 3, Scotland is nearly a third of the UK. Scotland alone covers close to 78,000 square kilometers, almost a third of the entire United Kingdom's land area, including roughly 790 islands scattered off its coast. Despite all that land, Scotland holds only around 5.5 million people, a fraction of England's population. Fact number 4, Wales is smaller than New Jersey. Wales, the smallest of the UK's 4 nations, covers a little under 21,000 square kilometers. New Jersey, one of America's smallest and most mocked states, is still slightly bigger than the whole of Wales. An entire country and a US state most people underestimate are nearly the same size. These 4 states are big enough to hold the entire UK, but only just. Fact number 5, Michigan just barely fits the whole UK. Michigan, once you count its enormous share of the Great Lakes, is about 3% bigger than the entire United Kingdom. It's the tightest fit on this list. The UK genuinely just squeezes inside the borders of a single Midwestern state, water and all. Fact number 6, Wyoming edges out the UK. Wyoming, the least populated state in the country, is about 4% larger than the whole United Kingdom. Fewer than 600,000 people live across a state with more total land than a country of 68 million. It's one of the emptiest close calls on the entire list. Fact number 7, Oregon slides past the UK. Oregon covers just over 5% more land than the entire United Kingdom. It's close enough that if you shifted Oregon's borders even slightly, the UK might not fit at all. Instead, it slides in with only a sliver of coastline and forest left over. Fact number 8, Colorado beats the UK with room to spare. Colorado is about 11% bigger than the entire United Kingdom, enough of a gap that this one doesn't feel like a photo finish anymore. The Rocky Mountain State, famous for skiing and craft beer, comfortably outsizes 68 million people's home country. These states don't just squeeze past the UK, they beat it with real space left over. Fact number 9, Nevada beats the UK by nearly a fifth. Nevada, best known for its deserts and casinos, is about 18% bigger than the entire United Kingdom. That's enough extra space to fit a small country of its own on top of it, all inside a single state most people only associate with one city. Fact number 10, Arizona outsizes the UK by a fifth. Arizona covers about 21% more land than the entire United Kingdom. England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, all 68 million people's home, fit inside Arizona's borders, with enough open desert space left over for a decent-sized bonus country of its own. Fact number 11, New Mexico beats the UK by nearly a third. New Mexico is roughly 29% bigger than the entire United Kingdom, or about 2.5 times the size of England alone. A state best known for Red Rock Desert and Roswell UFO stories quietly outsizes an entire G7 nation on the world map. Fact number 12, England fits inside New Mexico twice. Zoom in past the whole UK, and New Mexico is big enough to fit England, just England alone, more than twice over. One American desert state could hold 2 entire Englands, with land left to spare, side by side, and still have room to breathe. This is where the comparison stops being close entirely. Fact number 13. Montana beats the UK by more than half. Montana is about 56% bigger than the entire United Kingdom. Fit the whole UK inside Montana's borders, and there's still enough leftover land for Wales, again more than 6 times over. Montana has under 1.2 million people. The UK it outsizes has 68 million. Fact number 14. California beats the UK by almost double. California is about 74% bigger than the entire United Kingdom. Practically double. Fit the whole UK inside California, and there's still room left for Wales and Northern Ireland combined, more than 5 times over, without ever touching Los Angeles or San Francisco. Fact number 15. California could hold 3 Englands. Strip it down to just England, and California could fit it more than 3 times over. 3 entire Englands side by side, inside the borders of one American state, and there would still be open land left along the edges to spare. Fact number 16. More land, fewer people. Here's the strange part. California has more total land than the entire United Kingdom, and still fewer people. Around 39 million people live in California. Over 68 million live in the UK. More space, fewer residents. The exact opposite of what the size difference would suggest. These are the 2 states where the United Kingdom doesn't just fit, it practically disappears. Fact number 17. Texas almost triples the entire UK. Texas is nearly 3 times the size of the entire United Kingdom. Fit the whole UK inside Texas, and there's still enough room left over for almost 2 more United Kingdoms, stacked side by side, before you'd even reach the borders of Oklahoma or Mexico. Fact number 18. Texas could hold 5 Englands. Narrow it down to England alone, and Texas can fit more than 5 of them inside its borders. 5 entire Englands, every major English city, every county, every football stadium times 5, would still leave open land inside a single American state. Fact number 19. Alaska fits the UK 7 times over. And here's the state from the start of this video. Alaska is more than 7 times the size of the entire United Kingdom. 7 complete United Kingdoms, every city, every county, 68 million people's worth of land, times 7, fit inside America's largest state with room to spare. Fact number 20. 13 Englands, 1 state. And finally, the number we teased at the very start. Strip the UK down to just England, and Alaska is large enough to hold 13 of them. 13 entire Englands side by side, inside the borders of a single US state that most Americans could never fully drive across. So, out of 11 US states that swallow the whole United Kingdom, which comparison genuinely surprised you? Was it Michigan barely squeezing it in, or Alaska fitting 13 Englands with room to spare? Tell me in the comments which state you had completely wrong.